Friendship is tragic. We are back with this monumental masterpiece. Honestly, one of the best pieces of writing I've seen in my lifetime. We are back with episode 3. Oh man, this one's going to be quite a doozy. Of course, if you don't understand the title, then what is wrong with you? Yes, I have seen this series before. And if you came here for a blind reaction, just get out now. Just go cry in the corner, because that's not what you're getting. Because I just wanted to watch this for a video, because I'm weird like that. Yeah. I swear that we'll get into. Honestly, I think before any of the really crazy stuff happened, I think this is probably my. Out of the ones before, everything gets crazy, this is my favorite one. Dude, also the backstory is just... Gotta listen to that theme song. Gotta listen to the theme song. Every episode, we're listening to the theme song. I don't care. Just sit back, relax, and just... enjoy the relaxation of your imminent fear and imminent crying and tragicness that you will experience. Animation. You know, I'm gonna check Discord while this song is playing. Because it's a jammer.
The whales and the ocean tide. Tell their soldiers and beat.
It was a question, it would be You guys have no idea what I'm even looking at or what I'm even talking about. I say huh like a question. Damn it, man. Let me bump. I thrive for the... Hey, I just did that. Yeah, I just did that. I thrive for the day where people can make out of context compilations of me. I thrive for that day. B. Hot take. B is a better letter than E. Alright. You cannot tell me B is not a better letter than E. Take all the advantages and niceness and greatnesses of the letter E, then apply it to B. B literally has E in it. You can't get better than that. B is just a better version of E, and you cannot tell me otherwise. What is this, Paper Mario? Super Paper Mario? The Fabulous. Fabuloso. I'm not excited to go to Spanish next year. Oh god. Frick Spanish.
I'll fight you till you're nothing but a greasy stain on the floor.
Greasy spoon.
Your mother humped a bug beast just to make ya. Me mother was a saint. Ooh.
Ay.
Hey, break it up.
Hey.
You guys bust up my bar. I'll break your balls and make you eat them raw. Yeah, cold brew, I was winning. Shut the fuck up. Drink inside, die outside.
Shut the freak up.
Fuck ya, Dale. He insulted me mother. That's it. You're out.
Bloody hell. He insulted me mother.
And stay out.
I'll eat your children.
Fucking watered down booze, knob liquor. Should have your fucking ass piece for contract, you stupid little fucker.
Knob liquor. That's a good insult, just knob liquor. You knoblicker. You
This
bonkifier.
can't be the right place.
You stiddly stupefier.
This is the location on the map Raven Inkwell gave me.
Yes.
It's just
Yo, Raven's still
so
alive.
much noisier than I imagined they'd pick. Oh, and smell here. Oh, PU. Ugh. Why would they
PU. She doesn't
choose a
use
place
PU
like this?
anymore.
Ugh, Rainbow Dash or Applejack I could maybe see visiting, but Rarity? Or Fluttershy? Pinky? Well, Pinky
Pinky
would
would go
probably
in.
think of it as a project and cover it in balloons and streamers.
Pinky would go anywhere.
Still, this is where they agreed to meet me. I guess they have their reasons. After all this time avoiding them, I guess I really don't have the right to complain if it's not exactly Canterlot Castle.
Sweet old Applejack.
Oh,
Sweet old
my.
Applejack.
Gosh.
Oh my god. You look like a green Big Mac. That guy right next to the green pony, that actually looks like Big Mac.
This was such a bad idea. I should leave now before. Oh,
Out the
No.
doorway, lady!
Aye, shift your ass. We got drinking to do.
Chill
sorry.
the freak out,
Hello,
jeez.
Excuse me. I wonder if could anyone?
Jump scare?
Excuse
No jump
me?
scare. No jump scare.
I said, excuse me,
Yeah, what'll it be?
sir. I was told to meet my friends here. I was wondering if a reservation was made under the name Applejack.
Are you yanking my chain?
Yes.
I'm not quite sure what you mean.
Buy a drink or get out. Reservations? Does this look
It's-
like a damned restaurant to you? If you're
I
here
mean-
to ask dumb questions instead of drinking, I'll throw you out on your flank. You got that? So I'll ask again.
Poor
What'll
Twilight.
it be?
What'll be, fella? Monster?
I
or
don't-
Right,
kitchen?
that's it. You.
I reckon you ought to learn to improve your customer service if you ever want to keep this here tavern afloat, Cold Brew.
I love the SpongeBob
Do I
movie.
need to have another private discussion with you after you close tonight?
Also, hello, the last narrator.
No, that's quite alright, Angerjack. Here, let me grab you.
Man, I also gotta rewatch Tales of the Lost Narrator. Oh my god, that one's also just
A drink on the house, and one for you too, ma'am.
Thanks, partner. I guess you get to keep your other eye today after all.
Apple.
Jack.
Well then, I guess you got my message
Call me Jack
after
Apple
all.
now.
I didn't know if you'd actually show up. Didn't know if I really wanted you to.
Applejack?
It's Jack
Is that
Apple.
really you?
Ain't heard that name in a while. No need to stare. He ain't looking so hot neither. Twilight Sparkle.
Hey, there's Lost Narrator in the
I already
background.
grabbed a table over
Hey,
yonder.
actual Lost Narrator.
But
I made a right sacrifice coming here tonight, given I had no evidence you'd actually turn up. You ain't exactly inspired much confidence in that sort of thing since I saw you last. The
Aw.
fact that your scouts found me at all was the only thing that made me think you'd make an effort to come meet me at last.
I know. I'm sorry. It's been so long.
Save it. Sit down.
Applejack here for business.
Gotta say, this weren't exactly at the top of my list of things that I'd be doing this week. Meeting ghosts from my past, that is.
Cheesy. Who's that in the top rafters? It's like a dragon? Was that a dragon? Oh my god, slow down. Jiminy Crickers. Cricket.
Fuck, I needed that.
That face. Twilight said, I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. Hold on. I did it. I saved the world.
Applejack, what happened to you?
We'll get there.
Changed so much.
Say
Guess
brown
I
apple.
have. Ain't ready to tell you the details quite yet, Twi.
I'm like
more
paying attention
interested
to the
in what happened to
background.
you. I seem to recall something about being gone a couple of months. How long are those months in your world, by the way? By my reckoning, there must have been a few fucking years in the real one.
Oh man.
Applejack, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
gotcha,
am
man.
so sorry. I thought it would be just a couple of months. I truly did. But then everything went out of control so
Was it-
fast. And Princess
Be quiet.
Celestia,
Shush.
the princess, she...
I know what happened to the
Shush. Hold on. I'm trying to go back. Who the freak is that guy on the right? Also, Scribbler and Starry Flame in the background. Why am I paying so much attention to the background? Like, actually though, like. Also, no, like, seriously though, who is that pony on the right? Like, I actually don't know who that is. Who are you? Why is your face red? Why do you have a yellow glowing eye? What's up with... What's it? The horn? Wait, is that the... Huh. That's interesting. That is actually interesting.
The Princess Twi. You think us country folk are so backwards that we can't read the news? Or do you reckon that we live under a rock so we don't hear nothing out here? You were in Ponyville for only a few months, so I'd hope you learned better than that.
No, that's not what I meant at all. Princess Luna said... I was in the hospital for a long time, and I wanted to write to you when I first got out to explain, but...
Fear.
Explaining meant... It meant accepting some facts that I didn't want to accept back then. I was
True.
waiting for the right moment.
But
And
that
then,
moment
as time
never
went
came.
by, the right moment got further and further away. And eventually it was just easier to not look for it anymore.
And pretend that part of your life didn't happen. Like...
Are we done? Are we done with the Discord messages? Are we done? Are we done? Okay. Press and play.
We never happened.
Okay.
Like your friends didn't matter.
I'm so
Oh my! I'm trying to get through. I'm a serious moment here. Please. Please. Just. God, man. God damn it.
sorry.
Ah.
I'm so sorry. You do matter. You always matter to me. That's why it was so hard to face you. After Princess Celestia died to save me and my horn got destroyed, I put what happened to me in the letter I sent you, all but the words.
I just want to just give her a hug so she can feel better.
The words to explain, I couldn't face you girls and tell you it was all my fault.
Just give her a hug, man. Just give her a hug.
Shit. No, I'm sorry, Twilight.
Let me. I couldn't even pause that time. I couldn't. This has got to be the most amount of Discord messages I've gotten in a video in like ever. We're breaking history here in the Mr. MLB channel. Oh, frick nugget, man. Okay. That should be it. I'm 1000% sure that should be it, man.
I shouldn't have snapped at you like that.
Oh, man.
I don't think before I say stuff no more. It's just, well, I got a lot of stuff bottled up in me. Just a lot of shit happened since we last saw each other. That letter of yours, I mean, I'm glad you're okay and all. It's just dealing with all of this suddenly, on top of all the other stuff. I ain't sure what to make of it all.
Same here.
Sorry, Applejack.
Oh, God.
I just wanted to see you all again.
Whew.
I didn't know what to do when I learned you weren't in Ponyville anymore, so I sent scouts out and, well...
Forget it. We're here
Forget
now,
about it.
I guess. And I meant it. I'm glad you're okay.
So, what happened to you since we last spoke?
We'll get
if you
into
want
it.
to talk about it, that is.
Oh man, it's
Sugar cube.
it's very tragic.
I
It
could
is very
fill
tragic.
a library with all the stories that happened since you headed out to Diomedes with the princess. Where to begin? Well, that day you left, I went back to Sweet Apple Acres. I decided that, consarn it, if you were going to be working hard to make Equestria a better place, then I damn well better work hard too. Not
Fair.
that I didn't work hard already, but still. I vowed that until you came back home. I was gonna work twice as hard and get the farm running in tip-top shape to show you when you got back. You were, well, some kind of inspiration to me, I guess.
Hell
I
yeah.
don't know. Think I wanted to, well, to fucking impress you or some shit like that.
Hell yeah.
It's me?
Don't matter no more. Those times are gone and the opportunities from back then went with them. Over time, it wasn't just enough to be the best apple bucker this side of Appaloosa. I felt like I needed to be more than that. I wanted to be a protector. I looked at my
Protector for
family
Equestria.
and I thought about the things that you had gone off to face, and I thought, what would
Man.
I do if something came from my kinfolk? What could I do if something scary from outside Equestria popped up inside of our borders?
Foreshadowing, kind
Started to train myself with Mac to get even stronger. As you can see, I built myself up to a rather grand size. Them orchards never stood a chance. Things were going well for a while, but
Can we not zoom on an
them
Applejack's
surviving
flank,
guards
please?
from your
Can
caravan
we
made
not?
their way back to Equestria, and we got the news about the princess being dead and you being missing. We thought you were dead, Twi. Especially when the attacks on the border towns came.
Really terrible moment, but I'm also having traumatic flashbacks to another grimdark I listened to. Whew. Getting a shiver just thinking about that. Whew.
Princess
Oh,
Luna
man.
took care of it, but nobody could tell us for sure what had happened to you. We thought maybe you died with all the others whose bodies were never recovered. Well, right about then, no pony was really in the mood to do anything for weeks. We were all
Fair.
just still mourning the both of you. Time just seemed to stand still for a long while.
It was TikTok.
Celestia was supposed to be forever. I couldn't even wrap my head around her being dead. It was like saying that water was dry or apples tasted blood.
Water is dry, huh? Water. Here's my contributed. I'm contributing cold hard facts to the water is wet argument. So, water. We all know that water makes stuff wet. Now, but get this. How does the water make stuff wet? If the water was truly dry, how could something dry make something wet? It doesn't make sense. Using common sense and logical arguments, we can infer and absolutely put a fact statement that water is wet. Because if water is dry, you can't make anything wet with something dry. It just doesn't add up. And that is why water is wet.
Blood or some shit. Just an impossible notion. And I couldn't quite believe that I'd never see you again neither, Twi. You
Right.
have been a part of my life for such a short time, but you made one hell of an impact. The thought of you dying way off in some part of the world far from home, far from your friends and family,
It would be
especially
scary.
after those stories that came out of how those Diomedes horses killed folks on the borders, just ripped them to pieces and
Diomedes are
ate them
scary.
while they were still fucking alive. The thought of that happening to you,
The Candyman! Candyman in the background. Oh my. I love these Easter eggs. Also, holy freak, do I love the Candyman fic. Something sweet to bite. And the sequel, Candyman still. Damn, man, I really wish I reacted to all this stuff on the channel, because, oh man, what is it? It was such a fun time watching just a whole bunch of MLP fan stuff.
it was damn near all I could do to get out of bed every morning.
I love the Candyman, dude.
I
It's such a good
nightmares
story.
about it, Twi. Horrible, ugly nightmares where I tried to save you, but those fuck ugly bastards pulled you apart right in front of my eyes.
Oh, Applejack.
Of course, at the time, we had no idea you were still alive.
No pony did. Princess Celestia teleported me away from the battle, but... well, she didn't have time for accuracy, so... I landed in Trottingham instead of Canterlot. My horn was destroyed from her magic overwhelming mine, and I was so badly burned from the magical backlash that the ponies who found me said they couldn't even tell what color my fur was, much less
Whoa.
make out my cutie mark. They
Holy
couldn't even use a
frick
horn
nugget.
spiral print to identify me since I didn't have a horn anymore. I stayed in hospital there for months before my body had recovered enough for my cutie mark to be visible again, and word got back to Luna that I'd been found alive, but was in a coma. The few royal guards who'd survived Xanthos' attack took weeks to get home with their injuries, and none of them knew I'd survived, so they told Luna I died along with Celestia.
Luna.
Bruh.
Yeah, she ain't. Well, let's just say she's no Princess Celestia.
Politics.
When we finally got back to work after she took over as ruler, that's when things really started to go downhill.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about it. And
Long
the
story
friendship is
short-
tragic too.
All our funding and priority sales from Canterlot started to dry up after Princess Celestia disappeared. I guess Luna wasn't so great at controlling both the sun and the moon like her sister could, 'cause the days and the nights' lengths got all messed up. The weather got more wilder than the weather ponies could handle, and the
Ooh.
seasons got all kinds of fucky. Did a
Interesting.
real number on our crops. We practically had no harvest that year. It was too much for Granny Smith's heart. She passed away in the summer.
Oh my gosh, Applejack.
Damn, man.
I am so sorry for your loss.
Might late for that now, ain't it?
It's been a
Oh,
few years.
I-
It's been a few years.
I guess you're right. But I am sorry. Granny Smith was always nice to me.
Yeah,
She was nice to everybody.
She
Or
knew I liked
every
you, so she
pony.
tried real hard to make you feel welcomed in our home. That's why we wanted to give her a nice funeral. But on top of all the funeral costs and the daily costs of running Sweet Apple Acres, me and Max started to get a little in debt. Well, you
We're
know
getting
me.
into it. We're getting into
Stubborn
the
as a
backstory.
bull without some pony to knock some common sense into me. I refused offers from those trying to help.
Oh, we're getting deep into the
Didn't
backstory
want
now.
no charity. Didn't want no pity. Went back to being fucking proud and stubborn without you around to tell me I was being a dumbass who couldn't do everything on her own.
Frick,
What
man.
I wanted was for everything to go back to the way it had been. Obviously, I couldn't have that. And knowing that, well, it made me act more like a goddamn fool. I pushed away everyone except my family. That farm became my whole world. And eventually,
Friends are family.
the other girls went their separate ways. Fluttershy went first. I guess she couldn't just cope with all the sadness in that town no more. Rainbow Dash, Rarity, and Pinkie Pie struck out on their own too.
Yeah.
Ponyville just wasn't
Pink
the
Pie
same no
sure
more.
went on her own.
Things were different. But I decided to stay and save my family farm.
They all left? All of them? Just like that?
They each
Just
had their
like
reasons.
that.
You've been gone a long time, Twi.
Long.
No. No, go on, Applejack.
We got further and further into debt.
Cut the
When
hiccup.
Canterlot ponies finally remembered we existed, they didn't want to fund what they saw as a lost cause. Then it happened.
And this
Mac
is
went
really good
behind my
artwork.
back and borrowed money from some shady dealers to get us back on track.
You're a maniac.
I know he did it for me.
Maniac on the
Because we were
bullseye
so
floor.
desperate, and he could see that I was working myself into a grave right next to Granny's. That fucking idiot. He bought all sorts of enchanted doohickeys to put nutrients back into our soil to save our trees.
Apple Soup
Paid to
Experiment,
import
anybody?
saplings from Appaloosa to replace those we'd lost. He banked on having a bad harvest being followed up by a good one so we could get some profits to pay back the loans. But you can guess how that ended up. The land didn't have enough
Tragically.
time to recover,
Hey.
so we never got that good harvest. Then some shady ponies finally came for their money. And, well, we couldn't pay them back. I found Mac talking to them on the front porch one day. I told them straight up we couldn't pay them back right now, but we would with interest come the next harvest, when the soil had been given enough time to produce good crops again. I meant it too.
Interest.
Only there weren't gonna be no more harvests.
Get into the flashback now, boys. Getting into the thick of it. The thick. Hello? Hi. What's up? Hello. How's your day going? My day's going pretty well, you know. It pretty much just started like 30 minutes ago. Again, I wonder if we're gonna get a song in Friendship is Tragic too. That would be very interesting. Besides the theme song, mind you. Of course, no, we did. No, we did get a song in this one. There was a song in Friendship is Tragic. I'm not gonna say anything about it, but there was actually a song in. How did I forget about that?
AJ?
Hello.
Sorry, Mac. I was distracted.
Think
Same.
about her again?
Why would you think that?
You always are when you stare at the horizon like that.
Never you mind what I'm thinking about. Come on. Better get back before Apple Bloom starts to worry. She probably already has supper on the table.
What if
AJ,
Applejack had
it's all
a crush
right to
on
grieve.
Twilight?
Even if
in
you're
this?
grieving for a what might have been rather than a what was.
I know that. You think I don't know that? I absolutely know that. Granny said much of the same thing before she... I don't want to think about that right now.
Fair. Very fair.
This weekend, we gotta fix that there squeaky door on the barn, Mac.
Squeaky,
It's
squeaky.
getting downright annoying. Same thing with the broken hinge. All that hay up there is gonna get moldy if we just let it rain in.
Yep.
I wonder if we should take a hinge off a door somewhere in the farmhouse and repurpose it instead of buying a new... Mac? Mac, what's wrong?
Nope.
Smoke.
What?
Oh, we're jumping right into
But
it. Oh
where?
no. Oh
Oh my gosh. The farmhouse! Mac!
no.
The house is on fire!
No! Please!
Apple Bloom.
Oh my gosh! She's inside! Apple Bloom! Apple Bloom!
And just where do you think you're going?
I hate you guys so much.
I know you! You're them moneylenders from the other day! Did you do this? Get out of my way!
Now, pretty missy. Be nice. We were really clear with your brother when we lent him that money.
I wish I
If he
could
couldn't
just
pay it
punch you.
back with the interest he owed, we'd take payment in other ways. I reckon the insurance money you'll get from that big old house and furniture should just about cover your debt.
Filthy monsters!
Move.
I can see her! She's in the bedroom window! Apple Bloom! Apple Bloom, we're coming!
I want to punch them so badly.
Apple Bloom!
I said move. Apple Bloom.
Like, why would you do that? You sick freak! Oh!
Apple Bloom!
Well, shit.
Like, you seriously... Not... Oh, like... The level of messed up that these two ponies that have burned the barn down, like, the levels of how messed up they are is just... It is really high, like...
Now, the little filly, she was an accident. A real shame. But we can't have you two running inside and getting yourselves killed alongside her.
I really
How are you supposed to pay us back if you're dead, Big Macintosh?
I'll kill you both for this.
That's a powerful threat, Big Macintosh. You sure you have the stones to back it up? After all, it'd be an even bigger shame to lose both sisters over one measly debt.
Why, you dirty rotten.
But if you pay the debt off, in full, with interest on the interest, well then, we'd have no reason to bother you or your family ever again. Now would we?
I have a reason
And of course,
to stab
You'd have no reason
No,
to
I'm not gonna go
retaliate
that
against
far.
us, since if you
I'm not going
did,
that far.
you might wake up the next day as an only child. Hey now, back off. Didn't you hear what we just said?
I heard you.
Good. Then we'll be on our way now. We'll be back in a few days to collect the insurance money. And if anything were to happen to us in the meantime, well, we aren't the only members of our little organization. Our threat still stands, even if we ain't the ones to carry it out. Pay up, Big Macintosh. We'll lose everything.
You cowards! She was just a little filly. And you murdered her!
AJ!
Oh, God!
Get her off of me!
Filthy mongrels! Come here! You don't get to push around the apples like this! She was just a baby! Just a baby! And you couldn't get her out of the house first?
Bitch! Help!
AJ, look out!
Shit! You idiot!
Mac! Big Mac!
I'm sorry.
Big Mac! Big Mac! Speak to me! Big Mac! Big Mac!
Sick. Oh.
How in Tartarus is he supposed to pay us back if he's dead, you absolute mook?
It was
Yeah, you
supposed
need
to
your
hit
money.
her, not him.
Big Mac! Big Mac, please! Open your eyes!
Shit.
Yeah,
Should
you're
never
damn
get
right,
money.
shit. Now we have no leverage. And you
Good.
know what that means.
You don't get money.
Yeah, I know.
Big Mac! Big Mac, please! Big Mac, please! I can't lose you too!
No witnesses when a debt can't be reclaimed.
Stab him.
What are you doing?
Or
No,
at least
no.
punch him.
Stop! Ah!
I feel the pain, dude. I feel the pain. That is that's a powerful moment right there. Can we go back to slightly happier stuff? I want to go back to slightly happier stuff.
They burnt down Sweet Apple Acres, right down to the foundations. Mac and I, we tried so hard to protect Apple Bloom from the truth of how bad things really were while the farm was failing. But all that did was get her killed. They took the lives of my brother and sister that night and tried to do the same to me, except, well, that didn't work out too well for them.
Thank God.
Jack,
You deserve
what did
it.
you do?
By the time any pony got there, it was too late to stop me. Let's just say I took my anger and pain out on the nearest available targets. I was
Fair.
half dead from my injuries, but them, well, they're not going to be extorting money from any pony else ever again.
Good.
I didn't
Honestly,
just
good.
kill them, Twilight. They didn't even look like ponies by the time I was done with them. Got
Okay,
myself
well.
banished from Ponyville for my troubles.
Oh!
Can't have a
Apple
killer
soup
pony in
experimenting?
town, I was told. Not unless I regretted what I'd done. And I didn't regret one bloody hoof step of what I did. I scared them, Twi. They said I was different after I recovered. Too different for a town
Yeah,
like
it's
Ponyville.
it's kind of fair.
I didn't have no home to keep me there anymore. So, I just kinda wandered for a spell. Got a name for myself around here.
Oh yeah, what's
Put
the
my
name? What's
book
the
and
name?
skills to use for the right price from the right pony.
What's the
Got me
name?
a moral code, but there's a lot of bad creatures in the world who need to be put down. Ain't like it used to be before you left. That
I
kind
wanna
of
know the
reputation
name.
attracts attention. And, well, here we are. I'm walking back from my latest beatdown, and some Royal Scout stops me and gives me a letter.
Oh, Applejack, that's so horrible. Poor
Terrible, no
Applebloom
good, very bad.
and Big Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor Bloomin' Mac. Sorry, Twi. I cried up all my tears a long time ago.
So, Angerjack?
Angerjack.
Yeah.
That's her name.
Cute
That's right.
nickname, ain't it? I've broken up more than a
Angerjack.
few fights in this here tavern. One even more.
Didn't the others come back when they heard about Sweet Apple Acres?
No, they didn't. You've probably spoken to them more than I have all these years.
I
Nope.
haven't seen any pony at all.
Rainbow Dash.
I reckon that's about to change.
What?
Turn around, Twi. Look over there.
Over where?
Rainbow.
Oh. But... Wow. For a moment there, I thought that earth pony mare with the multicolored hair was Rainbow Dash.
Haha, yep.
Do you see one of the others behind her?
Twilight Sparkle? Is that really you?
How did you know she didn't have wings? She had a cloak on. 0 out of 10, absolutely terrible. Just no attention to detail. No, okay, I'm kidding. That was a terrible joke.
Rainbow Dash?
Dash Rainbow. Bow Rain Dash. Dash Bow Rain is to eat orange. You eat you. Good old Rainbow Dash. Wish I had more to say for this outro. Scribe bus for more, I guess. I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable speaking at like any sad part, I swear. And like a good portion of Friendship is Tragic is sad and depressing, and it's just whew. It's a lot. I'm just remembering all the pain I went through the first time I watched this. Yes, I feel pain now, but like it's nowhere near the amount of pain that I experienced the first time watching this. So like, oh my god, Friendship is Tragic too. Somebody in the future, if there is like any person that watches the video in the future and is willing to do this, go through every single one of my Friendship is Tragic videos when they eventually come out. Just go through every single one of them and see how many times I've said Friendship is Tragic too. Like, I want to know the count, and just put it in the comments somewhere on some future video. I don't know. A man can hope, a man can dream, and a man can have a nice cream. Oh, wait a minute. That sounds so bad. Oh, no.